Hi, I'm Kai, a character based on the 2020 article, Who is Welcome Here? A culturally responsive content analysis of Makerspace by that author.
Nice to meet you, Kai. I'm Melo, another character based on the 2020 article, How do Makerspaces Communicate Who Belongs? Examining gender inclusion through the analysis of user journey maps in a makerspace.
So here we are, in a makerspace.
Yep. It's a bit awkward for me here. Like I don't quite belong.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
La la la, makerspaces, like science, are neutral. They are equitable for all.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm Mr. Internet. I disseminate information on how to create makerspaces. Thankfully, we're all set for creating spaces that are open to everyone.
That's weird, I don't feel included. Maybe there's a flaw in your logic.
Oh, but you are included. Everyone is. Just look at some of the websites. They refer readers to where they can find information on culturally responsive pedagogy. Good stuff.
That's not really explicit enough though, is it? I feel like you're not directly addressing my cultural background. Also, what are you up to there?
Oh, these are all the fun activities that have previously been enjoyed in other real makerspaces by middle-class white guys. They come highly recommended, you'll love them.
But what if those aren't the type of activities I'm interested in? It doesn't seem very welcoming.
You'll get used to them. If we build these spaces in multicultural neighborhoods, diverse audiences will come. Just wait and see.
Actually, I think there's more to it than that. We all have past affectations in our relationships with objects, so if we preconceive a technology to be oriented for males, then you can't just provide makerspaces to women and assume their preconceptions will disappear.
What? But I feel free to move around in this space. Look, now I'm over here.
Yes, and I am not so comfortable moving. It seems like makerspaces are inadvertently designed for men. In order to make them more welcoming, future spaces will have to take into account both the physical and effective configuration of their design.
But my websites are already so welcoming, what could I possibly need to change?
Thanks for asking, Mr. Internet. You need to directly provide a knowledge base about culturally responsive pedagogy on your sites. But you should also strive to understand how the communities these sites intend to serve interact, and create projects that will engage them, and while you're at it, try to communicate with diverse learners in order to create spaces that not only attract multicultural communities, but includes them.
Oh, but makerspace sites are so welcoming and neutral already.
Actually, Mr. Internet, we both think that you are assuming that you're neutral, but you're not. You're just not including other genders or cultures. Despite talking about being open to all communities, that's just too vague. You actually have to change the underlying framework of these spaces in order to make them more welcoming.
Yeah, we could recommend some steps to help up your cultural responsiveness. For example, I'd say you need more of a knowledge base on this topic and to gear your projects towards the cultures you want to include.
I'd also say you should look at the physical spaces themselves and the technologies you use to decide whether you are really encouraging a more diverse audience.
Well, I guess I could do that. Question for you there, Kai. Do you think I should also strive to include more diversity in the people who actually design these websites? Oh, and Melo, I was just wondering, when you looked at how men and women move through makerspaces, did you study how women and men naturally work on projects? I was just interested in whether different genders may be predisposed to spend more or less time engaged with the technology when they're focused on a project.
Those are great questions, Mr. Internet. But first, I think you've got a lot of work to do before makerspaces like this one feel a bit more welcoming to people like me.
And me.
Thanks for your help, you two. I really appreciate this learning moment.